Well, we're starting things off right towards the end of Solos number 1. Sorry about the late start. We have a crash. That's Chef Association Racing. Coming to the very end, we have an Xfinity driver in the lead. That's kind of sussy. Takes it over for, I believe that is Red Bull. Oh, through the middle. Rusty side by side with Sword, and it's not going to be enough. Rusty gets the win. I believe that was a Smirnoff driver. I believe that is a Stellar Smirnoff driver who just got this win. Let's put the finishing results up there. There we go. Rusty P1. Don't know why it's a little lower than it should be. That's interesting. Rusty P1. Sword second. Third. Gamer Earnhardt fourth. Kind of sussy fifth. Spider Yang sixth. It's Fox seventh. Segun eighth. G-Man ninth. Roblox Gamer and 10th is Ghost. Again, I don't know why the leaderboard's a little off from where it should be. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning into the stream. This was a little bit of a late start. My PC was pretty much dying, so could not start it, and I actually have no audio through my headphones. The only thing that works is the microphone. Why? I don't know. I wish I had an answer to that. But you know, I have a microphone, so that's good. That's kind of needed, especially for this. I can kind of live without audio, and if I do need audio, I'll just turn on my PC speakers. But yes, that was indeed a Stellar Smirnoff driver. Rusty is going to win. I believe that is his first ever win. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is a first ever win for Rusty. Congrats to him on a win for Stellar Smirnoff, who, if you've seen at the top of your screen for the team standings, they are 1 point behind P1's Volvo Jr. Quite impressive. I'm just looking at the chat now, make sure everything is actually working properly. Does everything look good? That was a little bit of a late start. Apologize for that. I was trying to let me just make sure that's showing up properly. Yeah, I think it is. I think we're good. Check my stands points are still wrong. Are they wrong? I don't know if they're wrong. I mean, I thought I got the latest one. Hold on, let me check real quick. I think they're right. If you could point out what's wrong, that'd be appreciated. Might try and figure out that. I would like to talk about today's BSBL Junior Series sponsor. The B Cubed 300, once again sponsored by Yee. Thanks to him for sponsoring yet another week of the BSBL Junior Series. He's got one more also on the way a little later on in the season. The BSBL B Cubed 300. It's Bachelor's Battles League, 4v4 style racing, tournament style weeks, clean racing and contact racing. Week 1 champions were the Seattle Serpents. Join today to become a champion. This is B Cubed. All right, here's the invite link to the B Cubed League right there. If you would be interested in joining, again, it's a clean racing and contact style backstretch battles league. Thanks to him again for sponsoring this weekend's BSBL Junior Series races. Probably, if you tune into the stream regularly, you probably saw this last time we raced Junior Series. We had a 2-week hiatus. Well, technically a 1-week hiatus. I'm not counting last week's as an off week because it was nothing but off. I think I spent around 17 hours-ish on BSBL last week with the Olympics. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think most of you did. It was a lot more than I originally wanted it to be. It was a very poor scheduling mistake on my part, but a lot of you stuck around. It was a great retention of members. Had some new faces too come along. Congrats to the gold medal winners. Let me try and get that, say who they are here. I don't want to accidentally say country alliance. I shouldn't. Yes, Mexico and Argentina, they got the gold medal for solos. St. Lucia and Dominican Republic, they won the duos. And Guinea-Bissau and Scotland won the reckon races. Congrats to those 3 alliances / countries. Haven't even talked about this race yet. And also another thing today, alternate format. We are at Canyon Run and Snowy Slopes exclusively. Those are the 2 tracks we're racing today. I know a very interesting pair of tracks. One is actually pretty long. It's one of the longest maps in BBR. It's around 4.5 minutes, similar to Daytona and Talladega. And then we have Canyon Run, which is a much shorter track compared to a lot of the others. I think it's actually a little shorter than Phoenix and Darlington. Need to see the exact amount. But we got 3 wide for the lead. Avith, who is still not an Xfinity driver, still a Chef's driver. There's an Xfinity driver, goes through the middle. That's Spider Yanks. Here's Sonic in the Weezer car. And yes, I have not forgotten about the Joke Scheme event and also the Olympic Scheme event. I will be posting those this very moment I get a chance. Sadly, I was as you know me, doing things kind of last minute. Was trying to get the stream up and it was failing while my PC wasn't really cooperating and still isn't cooperating. I'm really hoping it doesn't crash halfway through the stream today or it doesn't lag out because things are not running very smooth. Roblox crashed once. I've got no audio through my headphones. Other things aren't working as they should. But hey, as long as the stream's up and working, I guess this is all right. This is all right. Inside, no one flew over the map. These guys have actually been extremely tame, or at least maybe it looks tame because the last time we raced BSBL, it was the wrecking races. I think we had what was it, like 14 or so of those. So I got a little used to the chaos. Now got to go back to the clean racing that BSBL is known for. Crafter of Pixels, Volvo Junior's pretty much flagship driver, I would say. He's been fast ever since he joined the league. And if Volvo Junior is going to win their second Junior Series championship, this guy is going to be a crucial part of that. And I definitely expect him to be in the Cup Series next season. All right, which way are we going, left or right? I think everyone's going left. Yep. Everybody went to the left. Who's that in the lead? I think that's Stellar Smirnoff in the 42. Xfinity Spider Yanks in the 87. Contact behind him. That's a Chef's Racer in the wall. Pretty tame so far. I'm really shocked they haven't wrecked yet. Kind of sussy getting some contact. Who's in the lead? That's Sonic. Sonic and Crafter Pixels side by side. Who's going to get it? It's going to be photo finish. No, it's not. Crafter Pixels with a big run at the end. And there is our daily Volvo Junior win. Had to happen eventually. Crafter of Pixels. Volvo Junior wins solos 2. Second is Ronaldo Rowe. Third was Sonic. Fourth is CO. Fifth, Spider Yank. Sixth, Mr. Very Unfunny. Sixth is kind of sussy. Eighth is Avith. And ninth, Mr. Dinosaur. See if I can fix that results. I don't know why it looks like that. It shouldn't look like that. Okay, that's a little better. I think BBR changed that on their end. They changed the scale of it. Because I didn't do anything. I didn't change the scale on my end. Mighty stream voice chat now. Sadly, Voki, I have no audio through my headphones, so I can't hear you. And I'd have to... Yeah, it would not work. Sadly. Yeah, so that's what I was trying. That's why the stream was delayed by like 5-7 minutes, because I was trying frantically to get my... Because our trios cannot be in the server. Because of trios, staff can't be in the server. Okay, that makes sense. I will do the countdown then. I should have control of that. All right. Well, thank you for notifying me. I don't think league mode is not activated. Okay, that's good. Going Canyon Run again for the third time in a row. Again, staff can't be in the server since we have 15 drivers, or at least we should have 15 drivers. It was alternate format today. I'll wait until these guys join. Make sure the server is not clogged. I don't think it is. I think we did a kick others before Voki left. No, that was real John who did that. All right, how many drivers we got? 13, 14. I count 15 drivers. One of them is not in a car. It's Yappy, who was just spawned in his car, and Geno. Geno 17. Waiting for him to spawn in his vehicle. And then we will get underway. So he's the 15th driver. Could I at least screen share? Yes, I can definitely. I can screen share. That would work fine. I can screen share. So Voki can get a good. My PC quits dying. All right. Well, I think all the schemes are approved. There's a 57 gold Volvo, 36. I've seen that one before. 33 was approved before. 31 was. 18 was. 7. Yep, we're all good. I'm going to start the countdown for 20 seconds. Then we will get underway with trios 1A. Countdown's also lower. What is up with that? Everything was like lowered on Roblox's end. I don't know what's up with that. Green flag is out. We're underway on Trios 1A. Once again, for the third time in a row, Canyon Run. This is going to be a lot of fun. Somebody disconnected. Oops. Wonder who that was. All right, there's no way we don't have a flip off the map, right? No way. With 15 drivers, maybe 14 now with the disconnect. A lot of contact for 5th on back. There's a wreck 48. Oh, someone up into the wall. There's a car also getting some airtime. That's the 38. Big wreck behind him. Going too slow for anybody to fall off the map. Yeah, there's no way we all stay on the map here. We got 14 to 15 drivers. They are going at it. They are not taking it easy. This track is fairly narrow compared to the other tracks we go to. Go over the bridge. Got a, I believe that's a 6-car breakaway. A few other drivers are coming back up through the pack after that early wreck. There's a wreck. Avith around. Is he going to go over the map? No, he doesn't. He gets extremely lucky. Car's still wrecking back there. That's a 4-car. Ooh, slammed by somebody. That's Lowers Cat. Got in the poly. And Lowers Cat is 14th. Yes, so someone did disconnect. We only have 14 drivers. We have 15 once the countdown started, so sorry to whoever did not make it in time. Is everyone actually going to stay on the map? Wow, that is actually impressive. 15 drivers and nobody flew over. There was a few close calls. There's some actually really close calls. I'll try and give my best NBC Sports impersonation when doing the camera angles. 14 cars now. A lot to cover. And our Polly and Lowers Cat still way in the back. Meanwhile, out front, who would have guessed Crafter or Pixels fighting for the lead with Avith. He's got his teammate solid behind him, giving him good pushes. Gamer Earnhardt. That's a Grubhub driver, newly signed Grubhub driver. He participated in the BSBL Olympics last weekend. They're going to go left or right this time. And is everybody going to choose the same side? There's a lot of drivers. There actually may be a split decision. Avith's got a pretty good view of what's going on. Left or right? Pretty indecisive. Oh, someone went to the left. One driver went left. It was solid for Volvo Jr. That was a bad choice. Nobody went with them. We are on board with Sword for Society. A lot of contact between him and I don't even know, pretty much the entire field. And our Polly in the lead. Sword Rex. Vaughn in the wall. Another car upside down. That's a Suburb Motorsport driver. Oh, Juno looks like he's going to win. It is. Juno wins. CO second. Forns over the Great third. Fourth is Crafter Pixels. Fifth, Lowers Cat. Sixth, Vaughn. Seventh, Avith. Eighth, G-Man. And last points pay position goes to Ronaldo. Unbelievable. team it was. What team is he on? Was he a recently signed driver? Where is our Unbelievable? That's a new driver. Grubhub? Was it a Grubhub win? Not newly signed. I apologize if I've missed him. I believe that's a Grubhub win. Gonna put Grubhub down until I am told otherwise. Trios 1A. Oh, yeah, he's down here marked in my drivers. Number 95 he's down as. Believable for Grubhub. Gets his first ever win in Trios 1A. Beats out the other 14 drivers. I do not want to kick myself, Roblox. Thank you. All right. We're going to be doing a change of scenery. We went through the canyons of, I don't even know where. Now we're going to the mountainous terrain in the snow. Snowy slopes. Waiting for the game link to be sent out. I think it just was. Yep, there it is. This will be Trios 1B, Pigment, Nucomo, Xfinity, Red Bull, and Stellar Smirnoff. As they all file into the server. This one's going to be a little longer of a map. We're so used to Canyon Run. Last 3 races, fairly quick. Now we're going to snowy slopes. Ugh, why this map? That's Zeddy who said that. Zeddy is our, as I didn't mention yet, our new Junior Series driver points leader. He overtook Crafter of Pixels. I don't have the points, how much they're separated by up there, but I can just manually see it here. So Zeddy and Crafter of Pixels are separated by 21 points. So Zeddy has a 21-point lead before the races today over Crafter of Pixels. Your Sonic for Pigment. It's Fox for Nucomo. Flamin' Potato for Red Bull. Nice to see the EA Sports car back again. 0-0 for Pigment as well. Rusty, well, he had his scheme. Why so laggy? Shouldn't be laggy. Careless Artist. Long time, very long time Nucomo member. I think he's been around since the very beginning. He's one of the first sign-ins, if my memory serves correct. Kind of sussy in the 41 for Red Bull. He won an Olympic gold medal last weekend for Mexico/Nicaragua. Jaden Breeze, another Red Bull driver. That should make 3 Red Bulls. Then we got a pair of Stellar Smirnoffs with Zeddy and Cringe. Who else are we waiting on? How many drivers do we have? We got 11, so we're missing 4. Looks like we may be missing a full team. Well, we got 3 Nucomos. We have 2 Pigments. We have 3 Stellar Smirnoffs and 3 Red Bulls. So yeah, we're missing 1 Pigment and we're missing a whole team. Which team are we missing? Xfinity? Are we missing the entirety of Xfinity Racing? That would be a little shocking if we are. Is not running this race. Okay, well, countdown for 30 seconds has been initiated. Xfinity has decided not to run this race, probably due to lack of drivers, and we do have a 3-driver limit. The maximum amount of times one driver can race in a race day is 3. So sometimes teams have to work around a little bit, get a little creative. Maybe have to back out of a race or two to stay under that limit and not get penalized. They don't have drivers. That is a shame for Xfinity. Still got, I believe, 11 or 12 drivers in this race. We're off at snowy slopes. Still going to be a pretty packed field. They're going to try and take advantage of Xfinity only having, well, actually, Xfinity not having any drivers. Also, maybe a little bit of an advantage, take an advantage on Pigment, who has only 2 drivers this race, Sonic and 00. Fairly long track. Fun fact, this was actually a very old BBR track. This was done a long time ago. I think back in 2000, I think it was 2022 this was made. That probably need to be fact checked there, but I think it was 2022 this was made. It just was not 100% done. They, Gage, the owner of BBR, found the track, or just recognized it after a little while, decided to spruce it up and release it. So this is actually an extremely old track. This is probably almost as old as Sonoma Hills, but it was released later. I wish they had more creative tracks, but they were wider. Like, I kind of like the idea of canal, but it's just not wide enough. If you can make something like canal and just make it wider, I think it would be really fun. Ooh, almost a wreck. Yep, that is a wreck. That's the 55 Flame Potato around. That's Red Bull. Most of this race will be fairly calm. Not a lot of turns. There's a few turns at this track. Mostly straightaway, just very hilly. Actually, quite a nice scenery. How about that? Big snowy mountains in the background. Up and down the hills. Wide track. Bunch of cars on it. Wonderful Saturday morning drive. Pigment's in the lead, being very defensive against the Smirnoff drivers. Ooh, who gets in another Pigment? That could have been a wreck, but they keep it together. There's our leader. We can expect to him. Mr. Very Unfunny was the leader. Stellar Smirnoff. We're trying to take the points lead from trying to dethrone the Kane of Volvo, both Cup and Junior. This brand new team. This is a brand new team. This was created this season, along with Red Bull. Well, Red Bull is not really a new team. Red Bull was, you know what their name is escaping me right now. What was Red Bull's team called last season? Can't believe it's escaping my mind. Hesketh, yes, thank you. Hesketh Racing was what Red Bull was. They've renamed themselves to Red Bull. Same owner since they've transferred owners. Pair of Stellar Smirnoff drivers. Very Unfunny and Zeddy, our points leader, 1-2. Here come New Como drivers, all 3 of them. They're the number 4. Very easy to see, the orange number 4 cars. Now, it could be a little misleading at the bottom. It looks like we're going to be approaching the end here in about a minute or so. But that is not the case, because this map has a big right turn at the end. It skews the progress bar, who I hope also is properly being shown on the screen. You know what? It really isn't. Let me try and fix that. You can still see it fine, but I'm sure I can find it on here. Okay, there it is. Let's try and fix this a little bit. Let's crop the top a little bit more. Bear with me, doing some of this on the fly. Alright, that should be fine for the most part. Alright, again, it looks like we're coming to the end, but we still got a little bit left. Pair of new Como drivers in the lead. Everybody else just chilling out behind them. Here's a pair of Red Bull, Jaden and Kanasasi. We can see the end now. Right after that turn, there's a little bit of a straightaway, and then that is it. New Como does not want to hang around at the back of the pack. They want to take charge. They want to control this race. They take up the top 3 spots. Can they hold it for a 1-2-3 finish? Here comes Red Bull and Stellar Smirnoff. They're going to disrupt the New Como party. Zeddy to the lead. Kanasasi right behind him. There's another Stellar Smirnoff driver. All right, now they're all getting runs. On board with Sonic, Stellar Smirnoff, Rex gets into a Red Bull. They both wreck. Mr. Unfunny in the lead. Sonic with a late charge. He's going to do it. Sonic wins and denies New Como a 1-2-3 finish. However, they do finish 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, respectively. 5th is Mr. Very Unfunny. That's a Stellar Smirnoff driver. 6th is Roblox Gamer. 7th, Rusty. 8th, Kanasasi. And Jaden Breeze getting the last points paying position. Sonic for Pigment. Denies New Como the 1-2-3 finish and wins Trios 1B. Just going to do kick all, make sure the server is cleared. Oh, I kicked myself. Oh, no, none of you saw that. None of you saw what I just did there. Okay, we're just gonna do a quick stand. Please stand by while I reload into the server. Which, once again, you definitely didn't see that. Didn't see that at all. All right, I'm loading back in now. I saw everything. Nope. You didn't see anything. I can edit the stream afterwards, so that never happened. Okay, here we go. We are back at Canyon Run for Trios 2A. What happened? Oh, nothing happened at all. You didn't see anything. Lowers Cat in the 8. Seen him run a lot of schemes. There's another one. Hello Kitty Volvo Jr. I like the pink texture. That's nice. The base car for CO. Solid 57. Segun. Also with the freaky L Mighty L. That's I've had with usernames. People call themselves Mighty's dad, Mighty's uncle, Mighty's brother, but you know, Freaky L, I think that is actually the worst out of them all. They just keep getting worse. Gamer Earnhardt in the 31 in the SMG4 leggy scheme. I have no idea what this is. Leggy plush out now. No idea what this is. Jack, could I have some insight on what leggy is? If anybody knows what this is and can explain. Do we have all 15 drivers? Am I just yapping? No, we have 13. Should have missing 2 drivers. I have no idea who they are. Here is Ronaldo in the Sergio Perez pickle. Why the pickle? Why? Who made this abomination? Why though? Why pickle? Is this I'm not an avid F1 fan. I could answer some basic questions and that's about it. Countdown 45 seconds. Am I just not getting something? SMG4 is a Mario Party YouTube thing. I actually am more confused now than I was. Guns N' Roses 13. I've seen Mr. Dinosaur run this a few times. Haven't given it much recognition. It's actually quite a nice scheme. The Guns N' Roses BSBL Junior Series official logo on the where typically series logos are for NASCAR. The rose thorns are sharp, so stay behind my car. Nice addition there. All right, green flag, Canyon Run for Trios 2A. Here's our defending Trios A winner, Geno17 for Grubhub. Here's Arrow, aka Ghost. Guy's been carrying chefs for most of the season. They've gotten some more help, though. I've seen a few more drivers show up. Obviously, we have Avith for Xfinity. Though Xfinity had nobody for their last trio, so I wonder if they're going to take back Avith. I'm pretty sure they loaned that driver to Chefs, and so far Chefs has more activity on their driver's end than them. Maybe it's just an off day, but I would expect if they're going to be taking them back, it's probably going to be pretty soon. Have to stay calm during this first half of this map. Do not want to fly over. There's no invisible wall here like most BBR maps have. At least they have a slight invisible wall that you can kind of save yourself with. No, this is if you go over that, you're done. You are falling off that cliff and getting sent to the shadowy realm. So do not wreck. Haven't had one of those today, so I'm very surprised. I was expecting a lot of cars to fly over the map, and we haven't had that once. You know what? Maybe the junior drivers are better than the cup drivers. Yeah, I'm saying that right now. Maybe. Oh, hits the ramp, Ron. That's Gamer Earnhardt. They just seem a lot more single file. A lot calmer, less aggressive, but aggressive when it matters. I don't know. Then you got other races where they just go crazy. Maybe they're just more calculated. The new generation of BBR drivers. It's most of BSBL. Granted, there's still a lot of new drivers in BSBL Cup Series, but there's also a lot of veterans, so maybe it's just a different style of clean racing. All right, got two more ramps, and they're going to have to make the decision again, left or right. Cup Series drivers only drive bad because you caused them by saying today is peaceful during the Junior Series. Because you cursed them by saying today is peaceful. Maybe. Left or right? Everyone's going to go left. Yes. Oh, someone almost hit the wall. Oh, got a wreck. Vaughn's in the air. Gamer Earnhardt also wrecking. He's going to take a Grubhub out with him. I think that was Geno. Meanwhile, in the lead is Mr. Dinosaur and his teammate and our Polly. Can Society get a 1-2 finish? Maybe even a 1-2-3 finish. That's Vaughn's also for Society. They get a 1, 2, and 4. Mr. Dinosaur gets a win. Phones are really great. Another Society driver, Segun, is a Volvo Junior. Fourth is Vaughn's. Was that a Society 1, 2, 4? I think it was. A much needed for that team. They are sitting dead last in the Junior Series point standings. And at the end of the season, whichever team is last gets eliminated. They are gone. They get deleted, and a new team takes their place. So there's a lot of pressure if you were a little further back in the pack in the Junior Series, and that was a much-needed finish for Society Racing. 5th is Ronaldo, 6th Lowers Cat, 7th Ghost, and I wasn't fast enough to get the others. All right, Mr. Dinosaur, Society Racing, number 13, wins in Trios 2A. Got one more Trios 2B. My stream dropped on Discord. Okay, I should just boop. Yeah, it's because when I kicked myself, it probably turned it off. All right, I need drivers that were here to leave. And our poly is... There we go. All right, we should be set, mostly. And while we're waiting for the drivers to get all set up for Trios 2B, I'd like to talk again about this weekend's sponsor for the Junior Series. Once again, second week he sponsored it. Yee, the B Cube 300. It's a Backstretch Battles League, unlike any other 4v4 racing style, tournament style weeks. Clean racing and contact racing. Week 1 champions were the Seattle Serpents. Join today to become a champion. If you'd be interested in joining B Cubed series for backstretch battles, clean and wrecking racing, here is an invite link in the chat. All right, getting more drivers filing in. We have 9. We're currently missing 6, but I see 3 more that just spawned in. All right, chat. We have got close to 35 of you watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the viewers for the Junior Series this Saturday morning. If you haven't yet, make sure to follow us on Twitch so you know when we go live. It's every Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. for the Junior Series and our Cup Series. That's coming up at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time in a little under an hour from now, once these last 2 races for the Junior Series conclude. Now, I have a question to ask all of you. Who do you think is going to win this race? Who is looking strong to you? Yeah, I think we're going to be having the countdown here. And, yeah, I'm going to do 30-second countdown. Who is looking pretty strong? Me, personally, I'm going to say Stellar Smirnoff. I think Zeddy's going to get a good finish. Amor is also a very solid driver. Haven't seen much of him today. Wally 3R5 West. That's my pick, who I think's got a very good chance. Green flag, Canyon Run once again. I'm going to pick a wild card for the win. Earthwormy. Earthwormy, there he is, in the 55. That's a Stellar, not a Stellar, that is a Red Bull driver. Red Bull's been kind of quiet today. I wouldn't be surprised later in the races they decided to make a late charge at it. Not a bad pick, Voki. Ooh, the Stellar driver's into the wall. Almost turned themselves, and you do not want to wreck again. We haven't seen it once today, and I am extremely surprised we haven't had one flip over the map. I probably just jinxed it really bad there. 4-car train. Pigment with 0-0 in the MasterCard number 9. Stellar Smirnoff now goes 1-2. 1-2-3. VQM, the 3rd driver. Haven't seen much of him today. I think this may be his first race. Earthwormy in the lead. That's going to be taken over by VQM. Oh, gets turned. Is that going to go over the map? He does. We've lost him. We've lost Flamin' Potato. You know what? everybody watching the stream, they know what to do. We know what to do. Blame Vokey. Vokey was the cause of that. You jinxed the man. It's all Vokey's fault. You could also, I guess, blame me because I did say I jinxed it right before someone did fly off. So I can share the blame. I can share the blame with Vokey. Here's Earthwormy. All the way back in 11th and will sadly not finish and get points this race. Meanwhile, out front, 2 stellar drivers, Amor and VQM. Then Jaden Breeze for Red Bull. Oh, Wally's disconnected. We have lost Amor for Stellar. Disconnected his car and left. We've lost the Stellar Smirnoff driver. Okay, so now we're down a Red Bull and a Stellar driver. And I think we started with 1 less pigment. Who has 3 drivers? Is it New Como? They're the only team with 3 drivers right now? Their time to capitalize once again. Are we going left or right? Oh, we got a split decision. Oh, the leaders split. Who decided to go right? It was VQM. No, it wasn't. He's actually on the left side. I don't know who won right. It was Jaden, who is in the lead right now. Can he hold on to the lead? Does he know something we don't? Here's Sonic in 3rd. This is on the left side with almost everybody. Is there going to be any pressure for the 2 Stellar Smirnoff drivers, who are both left and right? I don't think there is going to be any pressure. Oh my goodness, Jaden! He went right by himself. And he won with no draft. And the Stellar Smirnoff driver, VQ60, who was in the lead, had no pressure from behind him, finishes 2nd. Wow. That was an unexpected outcome. I was not expecting to see the driver who won by himself win the race. Jaden Breeze, Red Bull racing. Now, it wasn't Flamin' Potato like Vokey predicted. It was a Red Bull driver, Jaden. Wow. Wait, Smirnoff had 4. There was a guy who wasn't supposed to be there. Oh, so that's why... Oh, that's why Amor left, because there was there really a 4th Stellar? I didn't see 4. I must have completely missed that. And we will end the last race on snowy slopes. Rusty. Oh, Rusty in the 6. That's right, there was 4 Stellar drivers. A little bit of a lack of communication on their end. They still had 3 drivers that did finish. One of them got 2nd too. But they didn't get the win. That went to Jaden. All by himself on the right side with nobody. Just cruised to victory. Easiest win he's probably ever had in BSBL. It may be his easiest win he'll ever have in BSBL. Look on the left side of your screen. No repeat team winners. Stellar Smirnoff, Volvo Jr., Grubhub, Pigment, Society, and Red Bull. Does that continue for solos number 3? Are we going to get another team that hasn't won today win? Everybody's now starting to file in. Crafter of Pixels, Volvo Jr., Spider Yanks, Xfinity 87. I think he's the only Xfinity driver today. Zeddy, our points leader for Stellar Smirnoff. Yappy for Sauber Academy. And our Polly and what? What am I looking at? Polly, I think you got the wrong scheme ID. Chat, what is this? Is that just a guy in a... I need the... I don't know what... I can't see the head. There we go. That's how it should be. I don't know. I don't know what you typed in before. That was interesting to say the least. Earthwormy for Red Bull trying to go back-to-back wins. Careless Artist for Nucomo. And we've made it full circle. Only 6 drivers. We're missing 4. Missing 4 drivers. That's quite a lot, actually. And we've lost... Okay, Zed looks like he just respawned in his car. 60-second countdown, and we are short a lot of drivers. We are missing 4. Oh, there's the society back there. That's Mr. Dinosaur. That'll be it. Now we're only short 3. Still 3 drivers. Quite a bit. Which drivers are we missing? I don't see Pigment here. And I don't see Grubhub. Pigment and Grubhub are nowhere to be found. Those are 2 drivers. Pigment, Grubhub, and I'm missing somebody else. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are off. Final race of the day for the Junior Series. Oh, it's Chefs, I believe, is the other one. So it's Chefs, Pigment, and Grubhub. I don't see any Grubhub, Chefs, or Pigments racing. And for the second time today, we're at Snowy Slopes. Oh, Sauber Academy slammed into the wall that jets out. He did not see it, obviously. Do we have any late joiners? Any late joiners at all? Nope, we will finish this race with 3 less drivers. So Grubhub, Chefs, and Pigment will not get points this race. A lot of teams, especially further back, like Society, can even Xfinity, since they missed out on the trios, can really capitalize on this. Get a good finish here. Got a long ways to go till this. A long ways to go until we get closer to the end. Thanks V1 Apple for the follow. I appreciate it. To 186 followers now. It may have shown up on the screen, but again, I have no audio to my my headphones. So sadly, I can't hear if there was a notification that went off or not. Oh, Nucomo just decides to take a hard right and into the wall, loses the lead. That's Stellar Smirnoff going the wrong way, facing the wrong way. As a big lead opens up. Oh, here's Geno. That is a Grubhub. Geno is Grubhub, and he's going to be too late. Not enough time to catch up. If he goes like right now, he actually may be able to get 8th place points. But that's a real stretch. I don't think he's going to make it in time. 4-car battle for the lead. Spider Yanks, Crafter of Pixels, Mr. Dinosaur, and R Labs. AKA Yappy. Pretty tame race so far. Can only have 7 drivers racing. It's also a very wide lawn map. Everyone's just going to kind of chill out. until we get closer to the end. It looks like we passed halfway, but I'd say right around now is halfway, since at the end of this track, the progress bar glitches out a little bit at the end, and there's actually more track left than it seems. Something I haven't talked about during the stream is the manufacturer standings. Toyota with a very big lead of almost 50 points. Behind them is Ford with 45, and then Chevrolet with 38. 11 points behind Toyota. Got some ground to work up. Coca-Cola standings. Saw a shift on the top of your screen. No change besides Wicked passed Camel Gaming in the standings for 5th. So after that, starting 75 points, negative 75 points to start the season. Starting to work up, make some ground. Made one spot in the Coca-Cola standings and a lot of more spots, obviously, in the main driver standings. Still a tame race. Spider Yanks in the lead. Second is Yappy. They're running almost with a dead heat with one another. Nucomo making it 3 wide. He takes the lead. Looks like the Nucomo said he's having maybe some lag issues. Alright, now we're starting to approach, get closer to the end. You see the end right there. Once this right-hand turn is over, just a small straightaway, and then that's the end. Have any predictions on who we think is going to win? Personally, I'm going to go with the low-hanging fruit, and that's going to be Crafter Pixels, Volvo Jr. Only team to get a double win. But hey, we haven't had a Sauber Academy win. We haven't had an Xfinity win. We've had different teams win every single race today. Watch out for them. I think they're the only 2 teams in this race that haven't won. 3-car breakaway for the lead. Nucomo in the lead, getting a push from Spider Yanks for Xfinity. Sauber Academy right behind them as well. That's Yappy in the 20. As fog starts to roll in, haven't had too much fog since we've started back. Approaching the end, side by side, Sauber Academy and Spider Yanks. I don't think the other drivers have enough time. It's going to be Sauber Academy's Yappy. No pressure from behind. They didn't time their runs right, and staying in front worked out. Yappy gets the win. Spider Yanks for Xfinity second. Third, Zeddy. Fourth, Mr. Dinosaur. Fifth, Flaming Potato. Sixth, Crafter Pixels. And Nucomo's Careless Artist. Rounds out the top 7. Final win of the day goes to Yappy for Sauber Academy. So yes, we did have a different team win every single race. Solos 1 was won by Rusty for Stellar Smirnoff. Solos 2 was won by Crafter Pixels for Volvo Jr. Trios 1A won by Grubhub's Believable. Trios 1B was won by Pigments Sonic. Trios 2A was won by Mr. Dinosaur, the sponsor of Society. Trios 2B, Jaden Breeze for Red Bull, and the last race of the day for Junior Series, Yappy for Sauber Academy as the nuke goes off. Again, we can't do too many nukes anymore, or server's going to kill itself again. We can't have another incident with the Olympics where we had where the server killed itself multiple times. Anyway, I'd like to give one more shout out to our sponsor for the Junior Series, B Cubed League, for backstretch battles if you're interested in 4v4 style racing. There's the invite link to the Discord. Thanks Yee for sponsoring once again. We'll be back sponsoring him, promoting B Cube tomorrow. And he's also got one more sponsorship slot later on in the Junior Series season. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope to see you in, what time is it? A little under half an hour from now for the Cup Series. Return after a 2-week hiatus. Going to be fun. Thanks for watching. See you then.